Hello, I figured I might as well do a tutorial for Bunker 1 for 16, since it's becoming more of a common time now. It's the most common and probably the most easy of the boring 4 minus 1, which are Dam 52, Runway 21, Archives 15, and this. I guess if you're a 2.x god, you may find Archives 15 easier, but I digress. Bunker 16 is starting to snowball a little bit. And that's due to the double quick pause strat that was experimented with and found to be faster by Joachim Lung, which I did not pronounce correctly just there. I'm sure of it. But we're gonna watch Joachim's 16 first here. I will watch all the 16s that are done with this most recent strategy variation. Um, so yeah, let's go. This is all. This will also assume you have 17 already, so you know the basics of the level. I'll just go more of the details of it, and also O Circles made a good written up tutorial about going for 16. So if you prefer written tutorials, that'll be linked below. Or if you're coming from the wiki, it should be linked on the Bunker One wiki page. But yeah, anyway, let's go. Let's watch Joachim's 16 first. He was the first to get 16 with this specific strategy variation. So he skips both cinemas. You can, we'll see in some other 16s, watching the second cinema puts you just a little bit forward. Not much to really affect anything. I'll only saves like a frame or two if you do it perfectly, but that's something to think about. So he opens the door. I wouldn't quick pause immediately. So he gets up to the door and then he quick pauses, and that's what I would recommend doing. It's a little less laggy that way. The quick pause. So open it, quick pause when you're rubbing against the door. And then you're going to come out, open this door, and as soon as you open this door, you want to quick pause as soon as possible, because you're kind of limited on how much time you have to get the two boosts and still not be losing that much time. So he opens it. He actually looks like he quick paused right there, so which was okay, I guess. He could have done it earlier, but it's fine. And then he pauses. Notice how he also turns into the hallway after the first quick pause there, just so he has some momentum going this way. Because if you just pause, like we used to do, if you just pause instead of doing the quick pause here, you're gonna actually, your momentum is gonna be carrying you this way. So this also, this turn also helps your momentum to carry you more this way. It'll actually go like more this way, but it's better than going backwards, obviously. So he does that. He gets this first boost. He's gonna select unarmed before the camera to do the Boris slap. He'll get the second boost here. And you know it's a good boost if you're past this pillar right here. If you're not past this pillar, that's not a very good start. Or if you don't get boosted while you're still in this pause. So he gets boosted right here in the pause. And that's better than getting boosted after the pause. Because, anytime you're paused or not moving or whatever, it's better to get that boost then, as opposed to getting it while you're strafe, while you're already running. It's like a, it's just a better time save. So he gets that. Sometimes this guard can boost you, which can kind of be hard to adjust to you, but we'll see in a future 16, someone will get this boost and adjust to it very well. but Joachim does not get this boost. You want to take these lines very tight, obviously. I keep pressing right click for some reason. You don't want to be completely like perpendicular with these lines. You want to be like a little diagonal, as you see here with these tiles on the floor. Take the camera pick as early as possible. It takes it right there, and then go back into look down. It's going to be kind of a blind turn, so you don't hit this corner over here. Sometimes you'll get this boost from the claw guard who's shooting, as you can hear. I should turn it up a little. He's shooting right there. And at this point, you should have switched to unarmed by pressing A. And then once you're around this pillar is when you want to press Z. This pillar is when you want to press Z for the Boris slap. And then as you approach him, I would recommend changing to left strafe before you hit the table, but don't turn. So that when you do turn, you have better momentum from switching to left strafe a bit earlier. So I would like around here, switch like here right before you hit the table, switch to left strafe, and then as soon as you hit the table, pick up the key, slap Boris, then you can turn to get around this crate. And he does that very well. And I think I don't know if I forget if he gets a boost here or through the black suit guards. I guess he gets it through the black suit guards. You want to take a good line 99% of this time, maybe not that often, but most of the time there will be a guard here standing like in this perfect spot. So you're going to want to go around him, and then there's going to be like two guards that are kind of like somewhat a little more random that are going to be probably blocking the door, but sometimes they won't block the door. But this guy, expect him to be here most of the time. So you want to go around him and hit this little gap right here. That's what you're aiming to do, and then also hopefully get a boost through, which Joachim does right there. Very nice. See, there's a big gap right here. That's what you want to hit. Sometimes he'll sidestep, and it's actually a little harder to hit the gap if he sidesteps. Usually the gap won't be this big, and you'll have to warp it or something. I recommend switching to PP7 here as well, so sometimes even if the guards block, you can still warp through them. So that's what he does. He kind of did a little late, but it's whatever. And he's going to come up here. I would do what he does here, what he's doing. Stick to the right side of this hallway. There's two guards up here. One is always going to see you. The one on the left will always see you, and sometimes he'll just back boost you, and you're going to have to just deal with that. But you can reduce the trolley by just a little bit if you stay on this right side, and that'll give you the chance that the guard on the right doesn't see you, because he like faces sideways. So if you stick to this side, he might not see you, which is good. And then this is a part you want to practice a lot, the ending. Getting the B press on the door from as far away as possible and immediately pausing. So he actually he could have opened it from a lot farther away, but this is still fine. Obviously it's a 16, but you definitely want to practice getting the door from as far away as possible and immediately pausing. And This was the advantage or one of the advantages of the second quick pause at the start was this last pause is faster, which gives the guards less chance to shoot you, and boost you out the door early or something like that. So that was one of the advantages that helped Joachim get 16 here with only 3 boosts. So he actually does get a boost in the pause, but since the door still isn't fully open all the way, he's not going to get boosted out. He's gonna keep that momentum while the door is still opening, and then when the door's fully open, he'll just have a little momentum left where it pushes him slightly through the doorway, but not enough to where it hits the end trigger. So you want to boost before the pause like that, ideally. If you get a boost after the pause, it's likely going to just boost you out because the door's fully open at that point. So he gets the before the pause boost, which is great. Switches to 2.4, so you can analyze the key in the fade out. And yeah, this position right here is basically perfect. This is the position you want, is like a pixel away from the end zone. And there you go. You just this key analyze. It's better if you don't spam it. If you don't like spam Z with the second controller, because sometimes the key can like analyze extra times. What I did, I just held Z out of the pause when I heard it analyzing. I let go, waited like half a second, and then just pressed and held Z. And I got it like almost every time doing it that way. So that's what I would recommend doing instead of spamming it, because that was just too unreliable. So I think Joachim spams it, but he gets it. Yeah, I can't tell what he did. But anyway, so there's that 16 by Joachim. Very good, and it showed that the double quick pause had massive potential. And all the other 16s that happened after this, all the 416s on the rankings, happened with this double quick pause start. So let's watch some of them. Let's watch Bands. This is also a 3 boost run. He does a very nice quick pause, very quick, but he doesn't. So he does go out into the hall a little, but he doesn't turn. I would recommend turning in the pause too. But it's not required. So he gets a nice boost there, and he'll get a second boost. Hopefully, again, it's past. Look at this one. That one's way past the pillar. That's a really good start. Yeah, about right there is where he gets. That's a bit farther than Joachim got. Nice slap there. Again, that guard is. This is where the guard will be like 90% of the time. So just anticipate that. Oh, he makes a nice tight turn through here, gets the boost. He also shoots this guard on the right, because sometimes this guard still can troll you. He can like boost you over here in the pause, which sucks. It kills any chance of 16. So this is actually a smart idea. Now, Joachim is looking up a little bit when he pauses here, which is bad. You kind of want to be looking down. That makes the pause faster. But as we know, Joachim still got 16. So you can see here that 16 is a lot less tight than it was with the other 2 strategies that it was achieved with. The classic 1.2 all the way strategy, pausing at the glass door, which Carl and Clemens did. And then the 2.x ending, but with only 1 quick pause at the start, which Joris did. And if you watch those runs, you see they needed extremely lucky boost ratios. and everything needing to go right. There's like no flaws in any of those runs. And as we see here, there are like a couple minor flaws, but they're still able to get 16. So, yeah, double quick pause start has definitely proven to be the superior strat on this level. Which is why I believe that the level will snowball eventually. So there's 16 by Bands. This is 16 by Callie? Yeah. This is also an interesting 16 too, so we're going to see Callie do something slightly different at the start here. He's going to do a be on the left side of this railing, which is I never really tested it out because I was doing the start slightly different, but I assume that he used the splits ROM and found that this was just like slightly faster, so that's why he was doing it there. So as you see there, he quick paused before the door, which I don't like, but that is a way of doing it. And then he's gonna come here, do his quick pauses. You can't really. He's doing the ammo off screen meme, so you can still kind of tell where he quick pauses, I guess. So there, and there. So those were those look to be like very nice, fast, quick pauses. And he's out in the hallway a little bit, which is good. He's gonna get the boost. Oh, and he gets the triple boost here, which is kind of rare. This happens when this first guard boosts you late. So he gets boosted really late into the pause. And then, since that guard you just boosted him is still firing, he's going to get another boost from him. And the second guard also started firing late, so right after that second boost, he's going to get the third boost. Boom, so it's a nice little chained boost, and that actually is slightly faster than just getting 2 boosts normally, but it is pretty rare. So he gets the nice 3 boosts there. Nice little boar slap. He gets the boost from the table guard. And now he has 2 crouching guards here, which is pretty troll, but he manages it pretty nicely. He has to go like really wide here, but he gets the help of a 5th boost. Oh, maybe not. I thought I got 1 more boost. I guess I was wrong. Okay, so he just gets 4 boosts. He just managed getting to this left side very nicely. That was a pretty good door open. And you'll see here, this ending, he doesn't get any boosts at all towards the door. And you'll see, this is not a very ideal spot at all. You want to be like right in the doorway. So he lost like at least 0.2 of a second here from just being that far from the door. And it's still 16. So yeah, my point still stands of this strategy is OP. If you can get the starting strategy down well, the double quick pause. Alright, so, let's watch O Circles, his 16. Now, his is an interesting run too. He does the similar start that Callie does, being on the left side of this railing and quick pausing before getting to the door. He does a very early quick pause there. He kind of gets trolled by the guard running in his way, which can happen a lot, but he manages. He pauses in a very nice spot. And he'll get the second boost here. That's a very good second boost past the pillar there. And now he's going to get this boost here, and we'll see how he manages that. So he ends up taking the picture really late, and then he's going to have to rush to get the Boris slap in, which he does pretty nicely. You know, he kind of got hung up on Boris a little bit, but it was fine for what he got. And he gets a fourth boost there, and miraculously there's no guard standing right here. So he gets the rare case where he can just cut inside here. I forget if he does that or he goes to this side. I assume he... Oh no, he does go to the left side. That door open could have been slightly better, but it's still good. And he gets a lucky boost before he pauses, or before he's all the way in the pause. And that boost is going to push him right to the doorway, as we'll see. Look at that. He is in a perfect spot for the ending. Maybe he could be a little better, but it's still, like, pretty good. Nah, that was actually, like, really good. And yeah, that ended up being 16 as well. And finally, let's watch the most recent 16, which is yours truly. So you'll see here. I'll go back. So I do this this more standardized right strafe, being like more on the center start, and doing the quick pause as I'm at the door. And you'll also notice, if you look at my hand cam here, I don't have any, I'm not touching the C buttons at all. That's because I'm doing the start in 2.x, and that's not because it saves time or anything. That's just because I found it more comfortable gripping the controller that way and pressing, doing the quick pauses that way as opposed to like holding the C buttons, and because I'm like an alien finger player, and then like curling my index finger over and like quickly doing the inputs like that. I just found that really uncomfortable. I got a blister on my finger doing that. So if you're an alien finger player, this might not be a problem for keyboard players, but if you're an alien player, I'd recommend trying this 2.x start out, because it was a lot more comfortable for myself. And then those were two nice quick pauses there. I'm out in the hall a little bit. This boost, you see I switched to 1.2 there. You could theoretically do this whole run in 2.x if you're that good at it. That's what Joris does on his 16, actually. I get this nice boost past the pillar. Very nice strafing down the stairs. I get a nice early boost from the table guard. I'm actually pretty wide. I found that being a little wide, this is kind of too wide actually, but being a little wide increased my odds of getting that table boost. And you see that paid off here. And then I also get this second boost through the black suit guards. And then I have a really good B press on the door here. That's like perfect. And it's not looking good right now because I am in the way of the guard, but as you'll see, I get a lucky boost as I'm going into the pause right there. And I actually thought that was a back boost from this green guard on the right. You see he kind of crouches and he's shooting, so I thought he back boosted me. But I come out of the pause, and to my surprise, I am perfectly in the doorway. So, yeah, there's a lot of luck that goes into this. And, yep, that was 16. So, yeah, there you go. Those are all the 16s that are achieved with that strat that are posted on the rankings. So I hope you found that helpful. I hope this level snowballs, because I feel like this strategy just makes this time just so much easier than it was before. It's not like an impossibly tight time anymore. It's actually very achievable by anyone who's willing to put in a decent grind and has like decent OCB. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Good luck on your speedruns, and I'll catch you later.